eFoil Lake Powell has temporarily become eFoil Florida, Tampa, Florida. You can see I'm standing about a quarter of a mile from the beach behind me. This is my first time in Florida, so this is really just an amazing experience. But it's been a bit of a walk to get out here, which is something I'm not used to at Lake Powell with the cliffs and the immediate drops to sometimes hundreds of feet. I have the SiFly. This is the EPP, or expanded polypropylene foam model. So it's nice and forgiving on impact to and from the board. And it has a different kind of style of battery door and hatch here, which is really nice because it eliminates the hinges and the latches for those hard components that you could potentially hit a knee on. This has got the jet, the SiFly jet, and the 1300 cruiser wing. So a smaller beginner style wing. Just gonna have some fun on the SiFly Rider. There's 20 power levels. Power level 2. Very gentle acceleration that even the lightest riders will be able to manage and control and feel comfortable with. Power level 6. And now we're going about 7 kilometers per hour. Gear 8. Gear 9.
Wind and noise became overpowering at this point, but I was able to get up on gear 9. However, it was easier and preferable for my weight on the jet to get up on gear 10 and higher.
Gear 20. So even at gear 20, on a trigger mash startup, it has a nice, gradual, predictable, controllable acceleration. On gear number 10, half the power, we're getting 25, 26 kilometers per hour. Alright. Just kind of a hydrofoil whistle. And then the hum is the sound of the jet. So it's got a really nice hum to it. I'll put the camera by my ear so you can hear it from the same level as my head. And I backed it down to gear 9 now that we're up and flying. So even in the sunshine, it's got a good rate out. And I'm actually wearing polarized lenses, and I can see the screen just fine at every angle. So the display is really nice, bright, big, and visible even with polarized glasses. Really nice display. Very nice, bright display. Alright, so we have the trigger, nice range of motion. And on the top we have 4 buttons. We have the plus and the minus, which is common. And then we have an X button and a function button for different things and uses in the menu and functions. But it's also used to unlock the remote, as you can see displayed on the screen here. Press the X, followed by the function button, and then you have 5 seconds to accelerate. And it always starts on gear 1, but that will change in the future with feedback from users.
My favorite thing about the SiFly remote was its overall shape and how it could be used as an additional handle anywhere on the board. It's shaped a little bit like an old school phone with a flat part on the back and the front, so you can place it anywhere, continue to accelerate, press the buttons. And honestly, I didn't use it enough because it's so unique. I've never had this feature before. It's especially handy when you have a video stick in the other hand.
One thing I noticed is there's just a small delay after pressing the trigger and the motor activating. About a full second or two. So just something to acknowledge and be aware of when you first try a SiFly. We'll get it up to gear 5 so it's more noticeable.
This small delay, especially with the jet, is just enough to possibly make some people think that they did not properly unlock the remote when in fact they actually did. Just a little something to get used to and acknowledge. Of course, I wasn't the only person at the event. I'd like to share some eFoiling action from the group here, my friend on the right, and also a new friend. Pleasure to meet Andrew from Freshly Charged. Definitely check out his channel for his experiences and thoughts and opinions on the SiFly gear. But I like to call group rides glides because a group of flying fish is known as a glide. Not a school, not a flock, but a glide. And we're just gliding like a glide of flying fish. And back to the SiFly Rider, showing how it performs with the Cruiser 1300, which is the smaller of the two cruiser wings. It's a great kind of beginner, intermediate, spans several different ranges of performance and abilities. It's a great overall wing, I would say. You can get pretty carvy with it, really enjoyable for many different conditions, sizes of riders, and skill levels as mentioned. And while I'm thinking about it, Andrew and my friend Tim are both heavier riders, and they didn't have really any problem getting up on the jet.
Gear 15, 35 kilometers per hour. Gear 16. Gear 17. 36 kilometers per hour. Gear 18. Gear 19. 37. 38. Gear 20. Top speed. 38. I got it up to 40. There it goes. 39.
Now showing maximum speed test of the open propeller on the Stellar X model, and to get into seated position I start on my knees, I lay one of my hips down, swing my feet around, and I recommend getting farther forward than you think you need to be because it's easier to push back than to try to get more forward after seated. I enjoy and feel more confident at higher speeds in seated position, and as a reminder, I'm 170 pounds or 77 kilos. The Stellar X was definitely my favorite board to ride, especially as a more experienced advanced rider. I have over 4 years of eFoiling experience, and this board was a perfect fit for me. In this part of the video, we are riding with the 700 wing, which on a wing breach, as shown here, sometimes would not be very forgiving and would pull me down. But maybe with more experience with the wing, I would be better with it. And the Stellar X had really great touchdown forgiveness both on the rails and also flat because of the overall shape and the double concave in the nose, which I honestly don't have the best pictures of. It is a bit wider board, so it will touch down sooner, but touchdowns overall are pretty forgiving. Just a great board, and I'll be focusing again on the Stellar series on the day 3, part 3, final part of my videos. Although I found the Sport 700 wing a little unforgiving at times on wing breaches, the dual ride wing in sport mode with the wing tips up was super forgiving on those wing salutes, and I really loved riding that. And I'll be sharing more about the dual ride wing again in the part 3 video, but I want to talk about the floaty, which I should have mentioned in the first video. The SiFly floaty, this assisted orange raft. Almost every brand has an assisted raft now, but the SiFly floaty has an additional pair of handles in the middle on each side, which is really great for everyone, including myself. When I like to take my kids for a ride, it would give them additional handles to grab onto for security. And I really like that, especially the orange color, which really stands out. For those who want to use them in lessons or rentals. It's a lot more visible. And notice my friend Tim, he's on the Stellar X with a dual ride wing in sport mode. So although it's pretty playful and loose, it still has some pretty good stability as well. Of course, even more stable in comfort mode. Two things I really like about the SiFly inflatable assisted raft is the orange color to make it stand out for safety, and also the multiple handles. There are 3 pairs of handles on the side and a front handle. And if you've decided you'd like to purchase a SiFly eFoil and don't already have a preferred eFoil dealer, visit, contact, or support Friends of Lake Powell, Adventure Elevated to see what they have available, or can order in for you anywhere in the United States.